shit. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, man, coming to you live from Southwest Florida, warm Southwest Florida, and also coming to you live from Long Island, New York, cold.
Freezing, tundra like Long Island, New York.
Yes, mighty dangerously.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, girl. How's everything going with you?
It's fucking cold.
Yeah, we got a new week. Good week coming. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
New week of nothing but snow.
Yeah, Hump Day. That's got so old it's not even funny anymore.
Yeah, no. I don't even want to hear it. There was 14 inches of not any of the good stuff outside.
I was going to say, you got 14 inches of something.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Nobody likes a teller, I'm just saying. So talk to me, what's going on?
Well, I think we need to school some of our listeners out there.
Yeah.
I'm deciding because it's coming from me, and it should be the men to take the first lesson.
Oh, really? So it's like that tonight.
It's like what?
It's gonna be like that tonight. It's gonna be like that tonight. I'm just gonna go there first before I even get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how I roll.
All right. Well, tell the fans what they listen to tonight.
I am going to teach you on the rules on how to be a gentleman, what it is like to be a gentleman, and what is expected of you as a man on how to be a gentleman.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's how this is going to go. Do you have your pen and paper ready?
Yeah. And there goes your theme song right there.
I'm wearing my stilettos on that.
Well, shoot. Hey, if you're gonna bust out some stilettos, a pen, pen and pad might be in my future. But if you ain't gonna bust out no stilettos, I ain't got nothing here. I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby.
Well, as it's written out by another gentleman, not a female, but we think a gentleman should be, but this is from one gentleman to another. This is a poem, this is a thought of what a gentleman is.
Is that so?
So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Hope they're ready.
This is your intro, so I really hope that you're listening.
I'm listening.
Alright. A true gentleman is a man whose conduct proceeds from goodwill and an acute sense of propriety, and whose self-control is equal to all emergencies.
Ooh.
Who does not make the poor man conscious of his poverty, the obscure man of his obscurities, or any man of his inferiority or deformity. Who himself is humbled as necessity compels him to humble another, who does not flatter wealth, cringe before power, or boast of his own possessions or achievements, who speaks with frankness, but always with sincerity and sympathy, whose deeds follow his word, who thinks of the rights and feelings of others rather than his own, and who appears well in any company, and then whose honor and sacred virtue is safe.
Ooh, somebody preaching tonight.
That is by John Walter Wayland.
Wow.
A simple man unto himself.
Wow. I'm a little.
I read up a little bit on him. I think I kind of like him a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's only because he's a simple man, but he's extremely smart. So I love that.
Okay. I can see where this is going tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, how to be a gentleman.
Yes.
So, we're gonna.
So, I didn't realize that there was so much to being a gentleman.
Is that so?
I always thought it was pretty easy peasy, but I guess not.
No, it's hard work for the fellas, real fellas anyway.
It could be. It could be hard work if you don't come from that type of upbringing.
True.
When I actually Google searched, because I just wanted to see what Google was going to tell me what a gentleman is. They said, what is a gentleman? It's a man of good family, breeding, and social position.
Okay.
Which I thought that was a little bit presumptuous, but I guess if you were to delve a little bit further into that, it's not necessarily that of money. If you really were to break it down.
Oh.
Although, I guess maybe back in the day it was.
Okay.
It's a man who is polite and cultured, who behaves with courtesy and thoughtfulness.
Okay.
An upperclassman, a man of high social class, especially a man with an independent income. So if I had to break it down, you gotta be nice, you gotta be thoughtful, you gotta have jobs.
Job would be a big plus. Job would be a big plus. I'm just
I would think so. I would think so.
You ain't a gentleman, you a bum. I'm just saying, that's a gray area.
Although I have met some pretty courteous bums, so I don't know.
I'm gonna hold the door for you, but you're paying. Yeah, how's that sound? I'm just saying. But you're paying tonight.
Pretty much. Or he's gonna say thank you as he's leaving the trail.
Well, I'm just saying. So, why don't you break down the basics on a true gentleman? If you want me to do that, I can.
No, I'll go through this.
Okay.
I'll do that on my own.
Oh, my bad.
I got this.
I see that.
With what it is that you think, just like I shoot you down.
Okay.
It's gonna work.
Alright, we'll see how it works.
Alright?
Alright. I got you.
Good hygiene is a must.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
I mean, capitalize that shit, underline it, highlight it, do what you gotta do.
Be the Old Spice man. How about that?
You gotta use deodorant. You gotta use cologne.
She said.
You just gotta smell good.
Yeah, well,
you gotta look good.
That's a good plus. That kind of works together.
And you know what? That's free. You don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money. So already off the bat, there's not much that you have to do and spend as far as the way of tapping into your finances. You just gotta be smart about this. Don't use too much cologne because some women may not like it. And then if you reek like a French whore, they were not gonna be pleased about that. So
I'm pretty sure they won't be.
Go easy on the hair.
Yeah.
Go easy on that. Go easy on the hair products. You don't want to get sticky. At least not like that. You don't want to get poked by very hard gels. You want to get poked just not by your hair.
Exactly. Okay? They're not looking for the hair poke at that point. They're looking for the pokey poke.
No.
The pokey poke.
You do have to pay attention to how you look. So wear clothes that fit your body well. Avoid any type of fashion faux pas. A simple wardrobe is just going to go a really long way. And just keep the emphasis on you, because that is the whole point. Not how fancy you are, and not how much you look like a schlep. It's just simple, straight to the point, so that this way we're focused on you, and that's the whole purpose.
True. It also pays to get a regular haircut once in a while, I'm just saying.
Right. But I mean, of course, there's always exceptions to rules.
Yeah.
Some people have braids or dreads or whatever else it is they got going up there. Just make sure that the shit's neat all the time.
Yeah.
You don't really want to look like a bum.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep it gangster.
Yeah. The next one. You gotta be polite.
Being polite. Ooh. Tough one.
Yeah. Being polite is so rare these days.
Tough one.
There was another article that I had read that people misconstrued someone was being polite as being flirty.
Oh, yeah. Or thirsty. My bad.
That's bad.
My bad. Yeah.
God, our society has, like, dumbed itself down so bad.
You're not allowed to be polite anymore. I don't know if you're not getting the hint. That's what that means.
Right. It's just terrible. And I don't know, it could be because you're lots of different things. It could be just our society is being dumbed down. It could be feminism really just took a whole other road that it was meant to go.
Yeah, well.
But a true gentleman is polite to everyone.
Okay.
Not just the person that they're with, but they are polite to everyone, not just in action, but in word. You have to always be aware of how you can help people. For like example, holding the door open for someone, helping an elderly person walk across the street, pregnant woman with her groceries. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Respect is key, even if someone else doesn't.
So,
you would never do that way.
Well, true, you would think, but some people still got to know. So I'm glad you're kind of doing this tonight. Some people forget this how to be a true gentleman. But I'll give my intake in a little bit. I'll let you continue on before I start. Yeah.
You can do it now. Don't wait.
Okay. Well, my whole personal thing.
Stuff that's up for debate anyway.
Okay, so here's my thing about the whole gentleman thing. Let's just be real. A lot of women are stupid. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. It's true.
God, that is like so generalized. You need to stop it now.
I said a lot. I didn't say all. I did generalize. I'm going to generalize and explain why. Because back in the day, I don't care how nice you are, and that old cliche saying, nice guys finish last, nice guys probably don't even finish at all anymore because of the way society is today. So you trying to be a gentleman and following her rules, the rules...
That's going to be for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, well...
So that we can address that. Because obviously there's, unfortunately, a bunch of men, too many men, that don't know how to be a man, and there's too many women that don't know how to be women.
Exactly. But
that's sad.
Yeah, it is. Even in 2000...
It's almost like a lost art.
2014, I'm not being a male chauvinist. I'm just going to, before I let Marty continue on with the true gentleman thing tonight, I'm just going to be real with y'all. She could even hate me for this when I say this. Chivalry should have been dead a long time ago, but it's not. Women killed chivalry. Because when a guy's trying to be nice, they think the first thing they want something from me. Sorry, not all guys think like that. Just my personal.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. That's for tomorrow's show.
Okay, well, I'll let you continue on then, darling. I just want to get my 2 cents out. Okay. Carry on. My bad. My bad. Tomorrow's show's gonna be real. Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow's show is gonna be really, really real. We're just gonna get it. Oh, we're gonna get in their ass tomorrow night, fellas. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, continue on, Marty.
Be prepared to ask questions of courtesy, like how was your day, or may I help you?
Oh boy. Can I get a what?
That is just so simple.
Oh, you would think.
Fun.
You would think.
And a lot of men just don't do it, and that's just really silly on your part.
Yeah.
Women like to be affirmed that they're loved. Women, and I don't care what kind of woman that you are, you always want that reassurance that the person that you're with cares about you. And it's all about the little things. It's not these big, grandiose gestures. It's all about the little things. How are you? How was your day? Do you need help with something? Even if the answer is no, we got this. It still has to be coming from you that you feel.
Or that we offer to help, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
It's not, I mean, 9 times out of 10, we got this, but,
Oh, yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, sure.
I think that we're both going to have a really